Hey, how you guys doing? This is William Myers back at you with another video, and in today's video I got a cool little bag from Roaring Fire. Let's check it out. So usually when I'm out in the woods, I'll carry a haversack. I carry a Hidden Woodsman haversack, and I've carried that thing for a better part of 10 years. I've mentioned it in another video as well. But I thought it'd be cool to do the same premise but with a slinger. Something that's not hanging off my neck or like a haversack hanging off my side, but something that's on my back. So I got in touch with these guys, Roaring Fire, and they sent me this really cool slinger. And my premise beyond this is basically to set this up just like I set up my haversack, with the basic necessities that I would need if in an emergency situation. So if I'm out hunting, and where I hunt, it's vast, meaning you got 5 miles to come back to someplace, so or the nearest ranger station actually. So if I get some kind of emergency situation, a mechanical injury, etc., or if I get lost, I'm in Ohio, it's pretty hard to do that, but you walk straight long enough, you're going to find something. But like I said, I want to set this up just like my haversack with the basic necessities of life to go through a 72-hour situation. So let's go do that. Alright, so let's just talk about the bag itself for a little bit. It's got some really cool accessory pockets. You could throw all kinds of stuff in here. Usually I don't use these hooks and all that stuff. I'll just throw stuff in here that I feel like. It's got a nice compartment up here. I usually throw like sunglasses and stuff like that in there. Works out pretty good. Just throw sunglasses in there. Anything that I need readily available to me, I'll just throw in there. That way I can just I can even sling it around and get it from that side. The main compartment is pretty beefy. Nice big main compartment. It's got, it looks like it has a sleeve for a water bladder, but I don't see an outlet. I might be missing that. But hey, you could always just make one. I don't know if I'd put a water bladder in here or not. I usually just use a 32 ounce. This is not for something this is something for me to go hunting daily, not, spend 3 days out in the woods. So it's got a nice zippered compartment for a water bottle, and I think that's pretty cool because you could have it just like that, and if your water bottle fits, that's fine. But if it's not snug enough, you can always snug it up. So I think that's pretty cool. Got some molly on the outside that you can accessorize things with. Go ahead and zip this stuff up. It's got a back panel here that you can put your airsoft pistols in. You got to have airsoft pistols when you're out and about. You never know when you're going to want to have some fun with airsoft. Alright, so let's go ahead and start loading this up, and I'll kind of go through this with you and explain why I have what I have with me. Obviously I want something for my primary is to keep my core body temperature the way I want it, keep the rain off me, and just something I can sleep under. And that's a good tarp with silver mylar on the other side. The reason why I do that, in the wintertime, this is going to help me keep my body heat. And in the summertime, I can reverse this, and it helps reflect UV radiation from the sun. I always reinforce these rivets here with Gorilla Tape. It just helps me from ripping them apart. But that's pretty much going to go perfectly right inside of here. And then I have this bag here that I'm not really going to go through everything that's in here, but I mean all my fire stuff's in here, fire gels. I have my flex cut tool in here that's one of my favorite things in the world. Some iodine, there's tincture iodine, lots of fire stuff like that. I'm not going to go through it all, but sharpening stones for tool maintenance. Now that I got this, I might ditch that. I don't know, I might keep it in there. That's going to go right in there. And then my water bottle. I always carry 2 cups with me for cooking, and they nest together really good on a Pathfinder 32 ounce water bottle. It doesn't have to be a Pathfinder water bottle. It could be just a regular Nalgene if you can find one. Good luck finding one. And that's all fitting in there really nicely. I keep this actually Malcolm gave me. It's like a little knee pad, stuff like that, maybe ground cloth. I use this for a little bit of everything. Really useful. That's Malcolm from the Hidden Woodsman, by the way. Now let's go ahead and put this other stuff in here. I always keep a little bit of emergency calories on me, emergency caffeine, the caffeine and creamer. Just some, gotta have the cheese spread with jalapenos, man. Gotta have that. So I got a little bit of calories on me to get me through, and some caffeine. Let's go ahead and throw that in here. something that's not going to perish readily soon. Okay. I guess we could put these lids in here. That'll work out. This is just a bag of cordage. I got like some jute twine in here, some really thick jute twine, not just for cordage, but for tender bundles, some paracord, stuff like that. Just keep that wrapped up in a bag. That can just sit here on top, just like that. My compass, I'll throw up here. We can even toss it in here. Use those pockets that I never use. Oh, let's see here. Gotta have 100 foot. For some reason, I always carry 100 foot. Just something in for me. I always make sure I have 100 foot of paracord. Now it's the stuff that really isn't important. I always like to carry one of these little radios for like weather and stuff like that. In Ohio, if you're from Ohio, you'll know the weather can change literally every second. So, you know, I just always keep one of these little radios on me. And if anything, you know, I can get some tunes maybe where I'm at. This is something, my wife actually picked these up, and I've been carrying them. It's a little string of wired LEDs. And I mean, they work really, really good. So there's a constant, they don't need to blink. See, there's a constant. And I'll string this up like over my hammock, my ridge line on my hammock, and you know, I can see my camp from a mile away. And I have not changed the batteries in this unit, and I've been out probably 6-7 weeks with this thing. It's really impressive. You know, it's not necessary, but it's just a little cool thing. You know, have some light. I always carry 6 AA batteries. I carry radios with me, especially when I'm out with my sons. One will have a radio, I'll have a radio, just in case. I always carry replacement batteries for those. I guess that can go up here. Extra blade, always carry an extra Mora. Tetris that around. And there we go. Now my saw, since this has got Molly on it, can either go on either side, here or here. So let's go ahead and put it on the side. Cool. All right. There we go. All right. So this bag's pretty much packed up. Like I said, this for me is like, if something ever happens to me, this is going to save my life. Out in the woods especially. Not heavy at all. This might weigh 10 pounds, maybe 10 pounds. So other than that, on the outside, we could throw, let's say we're hunting or fishing, we could throw like a boo-boo bag. That's all this is, just a first aid boo-boo bag. Band-aids, got some Motrin in it, stuff like that. If we're going hunting, or if we're just going out shooting, we could throw a Blue Force blowout kit on it with a tourniquet, etc., etc. We could actually find a way to finagle both of those on there if we really need to. But I mean, that's kind of situational. If I was out hunting, I don't ever go hunting, especially with my kids, and especially on public grounds without a blowout kit. That's something that's got chest seals, stuff that if you're not trained in, you shouldn't be using it. And before somebody says, yes, I am trained, at least T-triple-C. Other than that, this thing's pretty much ready to go. And this is something I could just grab, sling around me. And once I'm going through the woods, if I need something, I could just drag it over. And it's still on me, but I can root through and get things out of it. All right, guys. Well, thanks for coming along with me on this video, showing you guys this bag from Roaring Fire. It's a really cool bag and convenient for me that I can just, you know, pick it up, sling it, head out. So I think it's a very comfortable bag as well. I've been kind of tooling around with it. It is comfortable. It is nice. It has some other features that I didn't show. It has a little belt, and you can change which side you want to sling it if you want to sling it. Just things that you can see on their spec page. I just wanted to show you the main body and the main principle of why I picked up this bag. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, I'd appreciate it if you click subscribe down below. There it is. You missed it. Hitting that little bell icon over there will tell you when I do upload a new video, So again, hopefully you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you out in the woods. 2, 1. All right, guys. Well, thanks for coming along. 3, 2, 1.